Okay, so we are on to scenario 9. A 42-year-old female has started hydromorphone. Oh good, my microphone's on. I thought I heard it click off. Alright. Hydromorphone and a patient-controlled analgesia pump. The patient is receiving continuous IV infusion of the hydromorphone and has the ability to cause multiple intravenous bolus drugs to be administered. Bolus doses are administered when the patient presses a button. However, to avoid too frequent IV bolus doses, aka the patient doesn't kill themselves, the patient is locked out for a period of time after a bolus dose is given before the second dose is allowed to be administered, because sometimes our patients like to get high and they do it in their ER pain delivery things, or they're just in pain, but they might overdose themselves because the first IV bolus dose that they pressed for hasn't currently caught up with their whole entire system. So, we're going to calculate the average steady state concentration of the morphone in the patient, which is number 20. So, the equation that we are going to use is this one. But we first have to find clearance. And clearance is, let me find it on this list. Where is clearance? Clearance is this one. So, we're going to take that and put it in there. So we first have to find these, then we find those. Clean this up before I go back to the exam. Okay, so I'm going to write the equations over here. So concentration steady state equals the rate of intravenous over clearance. How fast is it getting shoved into us and how fast is it getting dumped out of us? And then we have to find clearance and shove it down there. But we don't have clearance, so we have to find it, which is Ke times Vd. Oh wait, we don't have Kd. So we have to find Ke from T half-life over ln of 2 over Ke. Is that? So this is just link of drugs. So first off, we're going to find Ke because that's the first one that we have to do in order to find clearance, in order to find our concentration steady state. My mouth is dry. I'm trying to drink some delicious Fanta to keep going, guys. Alright, so I do not have this on my on my notes, so I have to do this with you guys. Alright. 0.301 something. 0.31 is perfectly fine with me. So, clearance. So now we have, units. Alright. Units, we have to keep our units straight. So now 301 hours, inverse hours, times our volume of distribution. Thank God they gave us our volume of distribution so that I don't have to calculate that too. So our clearance, if you calculate that in, oh hey, never mind. .28. 91.28 liters per hour. That's a ton. That's like twice your body mass in fluid getting cleared. That is hella efficient. Your body is amazing. So clearance goes down here. And then the rate of infusion is that one. So that is 0.1. They don't tell us how fast the patient is shoving themselves full of hydromorphone. So we assume that the patient is perfectly happy and okay with what they have. And let me see, 0.1 divided by the answer that we previously got. Good God. Okay, so this is 0.00109 milligrams per hour. Make it better. I wrote it earlier in my notes as 9 micrograms per hour, just so that it was more readable to myself. So there you go. That's your concentration steady state. How long will it take for this patient to achieve steady state drug concentrations of hydromorphone? So with this one, we are trying to find the steady state. We already know that 5 steady states equals or 5 half-lives equals the steady state. So I'm just going to take 5 times the T half-life, which is up here, and that's 11.5 hours. I assume that that is correct because I don't think we went through this in class. Ow. I've been sitting in the same position. Oh, man. All right. So I'm going to move on to the next one.